Hi everybody. I was just checking to see if I'm live. I think I'm live. Hi, I'm Libby. I'm Trudy Myrtle. All over the internet is Trudy Myrtle. This is my weekly podcast where I come and chat to you live. I'm just waiting for some people to jump on and I can answer your questions, and I'll talk to you about general making stuff, knitting. And it's incredibly hot here. I'm in New Zealand. It's so hot, and I don't know how much longer I'll be able to stand it without my fan on. So let's have a see. I can see people there, so give me a hi in the chat. I'm incredibly hot, and I have a hot drink, so that's probably going to make me even hotter. I probably should have brought out an iced tea or an iced coffee or something like that. Actually, that's a good idea. I might do that when I have my knit night later today with my wardrobe toolboxes. I know a lot of you who join are in Wardrobe Toolbox. It's our it's an online, it's like a knitting school really, but it's pretty bespoke. We talk about making clothes for your wardrobe, and it's really fun. So the doors for Wardrobe Toolbox open twice a year, once in March and then once in September, and a whole lot of new people come in and join, and it's just like a month-to-month thing. So there's a subscription, and we talk all about yarn and fit and knitting and sweaters and getting things to feel good, and everything. We talk about everything in relation to making our own clothes and feeling good in them. So style and our shapes, and we even talked about bras this last month. It's so much fun. Here we go. I'm hot as. Hey everybody, lovely to see you. Hi Tanya, hi Cynthia, hi Dee, hi Tamsin. Those of you who are calling in from Facebook, I'm going live into Facebook and our Hangout. It's really fun. If you're on YouTube and you want to come and join our Facebook. If you want to join our Hangout on Facebook, head over. It's really fun. There's lots of people in there, and they talk all about knitting, Trudy Myrtle patterns and knitting with Trudy Myrtle yarn. So Tamsin's calling in from there. I can't always see your name when you're calling in from Facebook, when you're leaving a comment. So just pop your name at the end of your comment if you're not sure if you've signed in. Hi from Sydney. That might be Beck. Hi Ruth. It's Ruth from Gloucestershire, UK. Hi Ruth. I bet it's a bit chillier over there. We have been baking down here the last couple of days. Again, the temperatures are up. It's so nice, but it's just so hot. So I've been finishing off a jumper for my wardrobe toolboxes, and that's been quite excruciating to knit in this heat, I have to say. Hi Sabrina, nice to see you too. I can tell it's you because you say Morena. I thought I'd show you a couple of things today. Here we go. I'll just wait. Hi, Vanda. Oh, it's Vanda from Sydney. Oh, nice to see you. Sometimes Beck calls in too, doesn't she, Vanda? What is it like over there today, Vanda? Is it nice and warm, or is it a bit muggy? I can't tell if it's muggy here or just hot. It's just hot. It's just hot all night, hot all day. It's perfect for knitting weather. Oh, good morning from sunny Central Otago, says Terry. I'm leaving it behind as I head home, but the upside is car knitting time. Oh, goody, Terry. That'll be good to have some car knitting time. But is it nice in Central Otago? It seems a bit cooler than it is here, that's for sure. But it's overcast and muggy. 29 degrees in Sydney. Is that what it is? Yeah, muggy. Ugh. Just makes it so heavy, doesn't it? Everything's so heavy. Hi from Sydney. Photo Addict 55. I can never remember who that is. Oh, you're here too, Beck. Nice to see you. Gorgeous in the wire wrapper, Bernadette. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I have been, the last couple of nights when it's got later, I have been preserving plums. I've been putting plums in jars. We've got a damson tree, so I think I'll do some plum jam with the damsons. But my mum is away, as I've told you. She's in the UK visiting my sister, and her plum tree is laden. Well, it's not now because my brother and I have stripped it, and our trees are laden. So I have been preserving plums. So we have big jars like that of stewed plums, ready for winter, because I love custard and plums. I love custard and plums. So that's our winter, one of our winter puddings, plum cobbler, and you can have crumbles and all sorts of lovely things, and just plums. So I've been doing that the last couple of nights. It's hot work. Yeah, very envious of your cold. Oh, envious of your heat, says Ruth. My mother, I keep talking to Mum and I'm saying, oh my God, it's so hot. And she goes, I'm so glad I'm not there. I'm so glad I'm not there. It's really cold and I'm just enjoying that better than the heat. Amanda said it's overcast today, so it's a bit cooler. I'm reworking a sleeve cap after I did the whole thing last night and realised I didn't know how to count anymore and it was way out. Oh, Amanda, how annoying. Amanda's having a baby. Have I ever told you the time it was, well, he's quite old now. He's getting old now. So over 20 years ago, I was pregnant in the UK with my first baby, and we were living in London then, and they had this IQ test on the TV. I'd never done an IQ test before, and they had this kind of pop quiz IQ test. So, you know, it is spurious in itself. But anyway, I was big pregnant, and it was must have been about April. So the weather was warming up. Anyway, I can remember sitting there, and we did, me and my Mr. Myrtle, did the quiz on the TV, the pop quiz. Every time the numbers came up, you know, and I think I used to be quite good at maths. Every time the numbers came up, I literally, I just could not recognise what was going on. The maths thing was just beyond me at that time. I could not compute any of the numbers at all. Anyway, we finished the quiz, and I got 70. And so Mr. Myrtle looked at me and thought, what have I done? But yeah, I got 70. I said, I'm pretty sure I'm not a 70, but maybe right now I am a 70. But it was those maths questions. I just could not comprehend at all the maths questions. I just couldn't do any basic maths at all, any maths. So it was a fly. Anyway, I think that son that I was pregnant with, I think he must have absorbed all my maths skills because he's extremely good at maths. So he obviously just sucked it all out of me as he was developing in there. So maybe you're going to have a maths whiz, Amanda. Maybe that's what's happening. Okay, I thought I'd show you. Oh, before we go on, I better tell you that this summit, this Knit Your Wardrobe Summit, is on this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be on my Saturday morning. I need to double check the time. It's either 9 or 10, my Saturday morning, for my little session, the question and answer session. So I think that I see a lot of you have got free tickets. That's fantastic. And a lot of you have upgraded, which is great. So there are 2 levels to upgrade to. There's one called the All Pass or something. And I think that gives you everything, access to things, and it gives you access to those live sessions and all of that sort of stuff. It all will start at the end of the week. It'll be Thursday in EST, Eastern Standard Time, is when it starts. So it'll be our, I guess, Thursday night for those of us in the Southern Hemisphere, and Friday morning. Yeah, the videos are recorded, so you can watch them. So a lot of you have got the free tickets, which is great. And so you'll be able to watch the videos for 48 hours. So you don't have to be awake when they're on. You don't have to get up in the middle of the night to watch them. You will be able to see the replay. The next level, I think, I can't be 100% sure, but I think you get to keep, you'll know if you've bought it, you get to keep all the material. And I think you get access to those question and answer sessions. So I know some of them will be in the night when we're asleep. So you could watch those later. And then the next level is the super pack. And I see a lot of you have got the super pack as well. So the super pack is just all of that. It's lifetime access, and you also get all of the free patterns and the ebooks and things like that the presenters have put in. So there's a bunch of stuff. It's tons of patterns. There's just tons. There must be more than a dozen patterns in there. So it's good. It's a really good option. I would think there's even more than that. I haven't checked lately to see what the latest thing is with the amount of stuff in there, but there was a lot when I looked last time. So that's the upgrades. Now, there was a deadline to get your upgrade at a better price, at the early bird price, and that ends midnight, Wednesday the 31st of January, EST. Now, the reason I'm telling you is because right now at 10 a.m. on Thursday morning in New Zealand, I'm pretty sure it hasn't been midnight EST. I'm pretty sure that hasn't happened yet because we're so far ahead. But you can just double check that. But you might still have a few hours here just to get a little bit of a little bit of a discount. Now, the best discount I understand is if you go and sign up for a freebie, and then you'll get offered a discount. You'll be offered the other stuff. You'll get an email, tell you everything that's on, what's happening when, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll be offered the discount if you sign up within the first 30 minutes. Apparently, that is the best discount. So acting quick is a good one. And you will be able to buy tickets all the way through until the end of the day on the 7th of February, which is, for us, is next Wednesday, but I guess it'll take you over into Thursday. So that, and then after that you can't get tickets anymore, so you won't actually be able to watch anything if you don't get in during that time. What else did I have to tell you? Oh yes, one other great thing is that someone who signs up through me will get their super pack bonus refunded. So if you buy your super pack and you're signed up to get the whole shebang, one of you will win it and you'll get it refunded. So that's nice. I'll let you know who that is, I guess, next week. I'll tell you who that is that had theirs refunded, or we'll just contact you or whatever. But one of you will get it refunded. So I needed to remind you about that. Free tickets, you can still get those. And then I don't think the finishes. I'm not sure if the free tickets close. Maybe they do close. Maybe you can get those until it starts, something like that. But anyway, go and have a little look. You go to trulymyrtle.com/summit and click the button there, and that'll just give you all the information that you need to know. It's 4:10 Eastern Time. Oh, brilliant, Sue. Thank you. So it's only 4:10 right now. When you're listening now, it's now 11 minutes past 10 on Thursday, the 1st of February in New Zealand. But it is only 4:10 Eastern Time on the 31st of January right now. So you will have until, how many hours is that? Like, you see, maybe some of my maths may not have come back. But you've got a lot of hours before it's midnight, because it's only 4:10. So you can go and do that. I needed to tell you that before I went on, because I don't want you to miss out. Okay, let's have a little look. Oh, someone's wearing their Adira top too. Ruth, oh, you're wearing yours. Nice. Adorable. You've called it adorable. I think I have to call a jumper adorable. I think that's really cool. I might do that. We might get confused with Adira. Amanda said, I already have 2 of those. She means maths geniuses. I'll be hopeless if this one sucks the rest out. Look, you seem to retain it afterwards. After the event, it appears to come back in part, I think. I think I've retained, but it is also practice. So I think, use it or lose it is the other thing. My IQ probably matches my age. Yes, well, some days I do wonder about mine. But I was a bit surprised just to get 70. Good morning, although I wasn't actually also surprised at that point. Good morning. Sorry I'm late. That's fine. Nice to see the sunshine in northern New South Wales. Fantastic. What a gorgeous. Says someone. Who's this? I can't do maths and the numbers always get jumbled for me. As a kid it scared me and I still have anxiety about it, but as an adult I was always picked for Trivial Pursuit at the kids' school. I'm the queen of rubbish knowledge. Winner, chicken dinner. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the numbers. I think there's some people like numbers and other people just don't. I always did love them. It's like puzzles. Hey, knitting friends from Brisbane. There's someone saying hi. Nice to see you. What a gorgeous day. Oh, Ruth, silly auto correct. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading all your comments. Let me tell you something else that I was going to show you. So what I thought, I'm so sweaty now. It's crazy. It is crazy. We have a knit night. Our wardrobe toolbox knit night is on today. We vary the times for those, and they're really fun. So people come in and then they jump on the screen. Everyone has a chance. We don't record that one, so you can go crazy and know that it won't be saved for forever. I vary the times, but today we've got it at 12:30. And they usually go for about an hour and a half. Sometimes they go a bit longer, don't they? And people jump on the screen and they show each other what they're working on. And I'm a little bit dreading how hot I'm going to get, because my fan is too loud. I have a fan in here. It's way too loud. So we'll see how I manage it, you guys, with the knit night. Okay, I was going to show you some swatches because I wanted to do, one of my aims for this year, I have several aims for this year, is to do more patterns in Truly Myrtle yarn, partly because I want to, and partly because apparently you keep asking for them. Claire tells me she's getting emails saying, Can we have some patterns in Truly Myrtle yarn? And I'm sure some of you will agree, we need more. So that is my plan, is to do a bunch of patterns in Truly Myrtle colours this year. And so I've been doing a bit of swatching. I did some swatching before Christmas, and I thought I'd show you some of them and some of my initial ideas. And I'm quite curious to see what you think I should cast on first, because I'm not sure. I just don't know which of these I want to cast on first. I have four fleshed out ideas, and one that's a jumble of colours. So I will start with this one. This is the one I did first. I got some, this is bright, but I really fancied it. I've seen quite a lot of you knitting with Rebel, knitting whole jerseys in Rebel. I've seen your pink jerseys and I love them. And what I've done for this is I've held a sport weight Rebel. I've held it double with, I'm just going to check that is sport weight, because I wrote all this down so I can remember. But if I have a little look here, no, I held a DK. How about that? It's three plies in there. I held a DK double with some Skeins mohair. And I don't have, oh look, that's a ball, that's another ball of it. It's this one. I've got the hot pink, and it's this one. It's their Whisper Fine, and it's 50% superfine kid mohair, 33% Polworth, and 17% polyamide. So the reason I've done it with this is because I wanted a mohair jumper. The yarn itself, the Truly Myrtle yarn, is a really good price. It's an excellent price for what you get. 100-gram ball for, I think it's $9.95 New Zealand. It's a really good price. And I didn't want to blow the price out by adding an expensive silk mohair. I will do that at some point, because I have got some beautiful silk mohairs and I really want to use them, and they are glorious. But I just thought I want one that uses something that isn't so expensive and I can mix with, so all together we can have these lovely mohair jumpers and we don't have to, break the bank. So I chose the Whisper Fine, which is this one, and I've got it in the hot pink, and the hot pink works beautifully with my colour. That is the hot pink there, and that is the Rebel there. So they're a very close match. The Whisper is ever so slightly darker, and so it gives it a slight dark halo through it. It's really lovely. So we've got that mohair look. I've done it on a nice big fat needle, so we've got a fairly open gauge. So I'm planning to do a jumper with a construction I've been playing around with, that I want to do a V-neck. I'd quite like to do a little bit of fullness in it, and I just wanted something I can that's bright, not too long, and has just a little bit of movement in it, and is comfy. So that's what I was thinking with the hot pink. It's pretty plain, but I thought it's enough going on in that with the colour that actually I think it would be amazing. And if we just imagined I was thinking a V-neck, just to throw over the top of something, just with a little something underneath, would be really cute. So that was the first one I thought of. I swatched it a couple of different needle sizes to see. This one is down the needle size. You can see the denseness of the fabric is a lot more, and I've ended up going for that one, which is just a looser fabric overall, because I think it's going to be a very warm jumper, those together, so you won't need a lot. Nice to have a few holes in it. So that was the first one. The next two I was thinking of is I really want to do a gingerbread version, some gingerbread cardigans, and I was playing around. I re-swatched this colour, which is Bliss, which is a beautiful, beautiful colour. I really love it. I want a whole cardigan in this colour. It's such a nice soft green, and so I re-swatched it to see what my gauge was doing. I probably need to do that again, and I probably not need to knit it in this baking heat as well, I think. But I re-swatched it just to see, and then I swatched up a little bit of the gingerbread cuff, the lace at the bottom, to see how that was. And there's the top, and I thought it worked quite well. I actually started it in a darker colour, and I thought, no, this is fingering. This is the sport weight, so it's a fingering kind of weight. And I thought actually I wanted it to be lighter, a lighter colour. I started it in the Storyteller, which is this colour here. This be my favourite brown. It's that real pinky brown, and I just didn't think that it was working so well with the fine yarn and the darker colour. So I've swapped it out for this little light green, and I think that works a lot better. So I want to do a little cardigan in that, and I'm thinking of just doing a little simple set-in sleeve cardigan, much like the jumper, the same sort of slightly high neck, set-in sleeve, and a little sport weight cardigan, because the jumper is DK. And I thought, yeah, let's do something different. So yeah, that's one thing I was thinking. I just think it would be so pretty to wear. Get some really sweet little buttons to go with it. I'm feeling quite keen to do that one, actually. So that was one. And then when I was swatching this one for the sport weight swatching the sport weight color version of this color, and it wasn't working, I thought, I think actually this is a DK. I think I'll do it I'd love to do it in a DK as well. And I thought I could actually go totally different with the DK. I could do the gingerbread cuffs. I could still do the gingerbread cuffs and I could maybe do them slightly longer in the cuff, or have it the same. I'll work it out. But I think what I'd quite like to do is a raglan cardigan and make it longer with a lovely big collar and some nice big pockets, and I can incorporate some of this twisted rib and some of that bands into the pockets in the cardigan, and just have something long, a long sloppy cardigan in that, but still having that gingerbready feel to it, but do it as a raglan. I thought that would be quite good. So that was another one. I haven't actually swatched it yet. I was planning to do that, and then Christmas happened, so I haven't swatched that one. But that I thought those two would be a nice little addition to that ginger snap gingerbread mixture, just to mix it up a little bit more. And then the last one I have is this color, which I had started in something and then I ripped it out because I thought, actually no, I want to do something totally different. And this is Happiness, and this is another beautiful bright color. Now I don't know if you'll see it, and I'm not sure if it's going to work with this color or whether I might swatch it in another color, maybe like the beautiful soft pink. Where have I put my colors? Oh, they've vanished. Where have I put all my colours? They've vanished away. I thought I had them there, but I've rearranged myself. I could do it in, I don't have it, in Grace, but you know that little light coloured Grace? It's sort of the colour of this, a little bit lighter than this pink cushion. I could do it in that, and I might end up doing it in that, thinking of something else for the red, but it's got this lovely little barred pattern all the way through it for a bit of texture. And then I swatched up this ribbing. I quite like an interesting ribbing, and it's got a little bar texture through the ribbing as well. That is the top, yeah. And what I thought was, so those two together, I quite like those two together. What I thought was, it'd be quite a nice little textured jumper. I thought I might knit that one flat and to seam it. And I thought I'd play around with these lines going up into the body and then coming into this garment at the top, and then we would seam it together. And what I could do is I could either do it with a slight drop shoulder, or I could do it with I think I'd probably do it with a little drop shoulder, and then I'd do a top down sleeve, right? So yeah, I thought that'd be pretty fun. Anyway, I love that colour. I think the bottom is working really well in that colour. I'm just still undecided whether I think that that's standing out enough in the body. It might just be a little bit, might need just a slightly lighter colour to really work well. But anyway, that colour is going to be used somehow for something. So those are some of them. Here we go. Let's have a little look at your comments. Ruth is chopping up tomatoes, making pasta sauce. Oh, we haven't, our tomatoes, I don't know if we were late putting the tomatoes in, but the tomatoes are all coming now. But Mr. Myrtle usually does that for us, which is great. So he makes passata. And then we're still using up passata from last year. He just freezes it in little pots, and then we use that. One of my aims is to finish or fix older things. Oh, Michelle, that's a good idea. I made a dera a few years ago and brought it to a fit night because it was like a tent. This year I'm going to rip it and fix it. It's a good idea. You know, I've got a couple of these Aderas, Michelle. This is my little one, and I've actually just tucked it into my top of my pants today. It's just nice and little. I just thought I'd wear something a little bit light and cool today, and it's silk, so it does feel good. And then I have the bigger size as well, but I wear it totally differently. So the bigger size is is, it is much more full on me. There's a lot of fabric. I wouldn't wear it in this weather because I have to wear a little singlet top underneath it, because this bit is, designed for bosoms that go out a bit more than mine, and so it is a bit more revealing on me. So I do wear a singlet to, just give me a little bit of modesty. Beck loves that gingerbread cardigan idea. I know, that's the one I'm thinking is sort of calling to me first. Although that pink jumper, I do want to do that because I quite like to wear that this winter. Like the long cardi idea too. Yeah, I think that sounds really fun. Susan said, it all sounds really exciting. I knitted a jumper in Rebel and I love it. The cardigan sounds great. Oh, good. You should look at some colour blocking with the light and dark bases. I could do that, actually. That is a really good idea, Amanda, to do some colour. I want to mix some more of the colours together. I'll show you the last idea I've had. That barred ribbing is similar to some of the Gansey stitches I use. It's lovely. I just love it. I found it in a really old stitch dictionary, at least a version of it. I think it was a version of it. I don't remember now. But generally I find stitches in the stitch dictionaries and then I'll just tweak them a little bit, quite often. Not always. Sometimes I'll just take them as is. But I quite like tweaking them. But that one, I loved that on the ribbing. I thought that was such cool ribbing, and then I loved these little bars, and that's why I thought, I'll pick that up again in the body, all the little bars that going all the way through it. I think that'll be groovy. But again, I might do it in the Grace and think of something else for that tomato. I just love that red colour. The gingerbread cardi, yay. Oh, good, that sounds good. Now the other one, oh good, okay, well I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that first then. The other one I thought was I want to do some colour work, and I really want to do some vests. I really do want to wear some. I have this idea about what I want to wear, and it includes some vests. And I also want to do some more colour work, putting my colours together, because they do work really well, so, together. So I want to do that. I'm just rewinding this because it's got a bit goofy. But I picked up these 3 colours, and actually now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, these 4 colours. Now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I could add another one, but anyway, this is what I thought first, with these colours here. I thought these 2 first together are beautiful, I think. So that's Courage and that's Bliss, and I thought those 2 together were just stunning, and in fact a colourwork jumper just with those 2 would be beautiful. So that's really nice. And then the other one I picked up to go with those was this one, this beautiful rusty colour, which is Trust. And I thought those 3 were beautiful. See, the Bliss colour is going to be our slightly lighter colour. And then I thought maybe that one with it as well. So those, how do I hold them so you can see them all together a bit more easily? To arrange my fingers. But I thought those 4 together, it's got a dog here. It's not very good. It's been rolling around on my floor. I thought they were really gorgeous. They'd make a beautiful winter jumper all together. So I thought I'd have a little swatch with those, have a look at some little colourwork patterns, and maybe think about I could start with a little vest, maybe I could do a jumper, but I would just pad those together. I've put them together in a bag so I can remember that I like those together, and then I can come back to it. But yes, I have, I just thought, that's my aim, is to do more of those. Last year I ripped out the bottom of my Adira and added A-line and lengthened it. Oh, that's a good idea, Ruth. Yeah, A-line shaping is lovely. We should do some more A-line shaping, shouldn't we? Because it does fit so many of us so well, and I think it's a good thing to wear. I think, yeah, it's an interesting conundrum, this changing of shape that I'm experiencing, and I am so in the middle of it, and that's really got me thinking about different shapes and what I want to wear, a lot more. I am not. For a long time I was such a similar shape. Well, for decades I was just a similar shape. I was pregnant, not pregnant, not pregnant. There was that change. But generally my shape would return back to, my youthful shape. And it's not that now. I'm to have a different shape. So it's going to be interesting the next couple of years working that out. A long cardi would be great. You're going to be too busy, all those wonderful ideas. I am. But I think I'm feeling, there's a storybook that my kids used to enjoy. I think it's by, it's the woman who wrote The Gruffalo. I think it's the same person. Donaldson, is that the right name? And I think it is the same person. And it's about this little old lady, and she lives in, I can't remember what the name of the book is, and she lives in this tiny little house. And for some reason, I don't remember why, she brought like the goat in, and the goat was in the house. And then all these animals started moving into her house, and she had the goats and the cow and the horse and the roosters and everyone was moving into the house. And it was a squash and a squeeze. I think that's the name of the book, A Squash and a Squeeze. If you have got kids, it's a really fun book to read. But anyway, it's also good to read as an adult. And it's a picture book. And so it was a total squash and a squeeze. And as she brought more animals into the house, it was just more of a squash and a squeeze, until she got to the point where her house, which she felt was tiny in the beginning, was now just unbearably squashed and squeezed because she had so much going on, right? And then the animals all left. And then she was looking around this house that she previously thought was tiny, and she thought, it's amazing. It's like she lived in a mansion. And so that whole idea of having a lot on your plate and then having less on your plate is feeling very real to me right now. So I feel like I have less going into this year. I feel like I have less on my plate, and everybody is disappearing away as well. My whole life is just feeling a little bit more, I'm trying to simplify my life a little bit. So I think that leaves room for knitting. So I'm looking forward to that. I've decided to knit more cardigans. I love reds. Excellent. Yes, I love reds too. The swatch of happiness that you've done was something I was playing with for a jumper for me, so I'm waiting to see what colour you go for. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Well, I think I'll just have a little play with it, and I just feel like I think I should listen to my instinct, and I think my instincts are telling me that the colour is it's the pattern is a little bit lost in the colour. So I might think of something else with a little bit more robust pattern in it for that, for the red. But I do anyway. So I might swatch it up, and I'm thinking Grace, but I might also try the other one I could do it in was that beautiful blue I've got, Serenity. You know, it's that really clear blue. I'll find it. I'll show it to you another time. But you can see it on my website. Christina. Oh, yeah, Photo Addict. Of course you are, Christina. Yeah, no weight change, but the weight has moved upwards. Yes. I think mine's all gone down. Well, and up. I think it's just all over, but mostly in the middle. And it's like that middle section from sort of here to knees. That's where it is. And yeah, it's really, I don't know if I like it very much, to be perfectly honest. I don't really like it very much, but you know, what can you do? You will see my urchin this afternoon, which I also added A-line. Oh good, you have to show us, Ruth, on the knit night. My 35-year-old daughter asked for your toy and she loves it. Oh neat, Sue, that's good news. Excellent news. All right, so that's interesting, showing you that. So I think my thoughts are then maybe I'll dive into doing a little cardigan, because I think we'll all find that really useful. And I will have a play around with this one, and I think I'll swatch it up in another colour and see if it works better. And then I'll come back to the red when I have an idea of that. But because I love what I've got in my head for this little jumper, I think it'd be really cute, so I'm quite keen to make it. And then this one here, I just fancy a little mohair jumper. So I'll see how I end up doing that one as well. And also the other thing about that one, it will fly off our needles, because it will be so quick to knit. So I think that's where we'll start. Alrighty, everybody. Well, it was lovely to chat to you. For those of you who are in Wardrobe Toolbox, I will see you at 12:30 for our knit night, which will be fun. Oh, yes. Maureen says, bugger the weight. It's the hair loss I'm annoyed with, as I'm very vain. Yes, I am. Oh, look, Maureen, I think change can be difficult when you're used to looking in the mirror and seeing more or less the same person, and then you're like, oh my gosh, it's my aunt or someone like that. It's, oh, what am I seeing here? Yeah, no, it's a crazy thing. Okay, I will see you next week. Although I'm going to have to play that by ear next week, because we've got a scheduled power cut, and we have got solar for this shed, so I might hopefully be all right. But if it's a really cloudy, crappy day, then I might not be. So I will put a thing up in advance, just like I did today, so that you'll know if I'm coming. And I'll put a note up or something so you can see me. But fingers crossed, I should be all good to go. They might even not have the power cut. You know what they do? They have these scheduled power cuts and they bump them off and something happens and they never go ahead. So all things being good, I'll see you next Thursday, same place, same time. For those of you who are going to join the Knit Your Wardrobe Summit, and if you haven't got your ticket yet, you can go over and grab one for free at trulymyrtle.com/summit. And then if you want to upgrade, you've got a few hours, a handful of hours left to get an early bird price. And if you want to upgrade, and I think it would be great. I think it's going to be really interesting for you. You're going to listen to a lot of different people talking about different aspects of knitting garments and getting a good fit. And if you are someone that's feeling nervous about knitting garments or you haven't done one for a while, I think it will be an excellent kind of all-encompassing approach to it. So you can just bang off a whole lot of videos and get a feel for, getting back into it would be good. And for those of you who are doing that, I will see you on Saturday morning, my time, for a quick chat. So I'll see you then. All right, everybody, have a lovely, lovely week. Do lots of knitting, and I will catch you later. See you later. Bye.